Westminster Abbey. Westminster Abbey Church, which full name is the Collegiate Church of St. Peter at Westminster, is a large, mainly Gothic church in Westminster, London, England, UK, located just to the west of the Palace of Westminster. It is the traditional place of coronation and burial site for English, later British, and later still, and currently monarchs of the Commonwealth realms. The abbey is a royal peculiar and briefly held the status of a cathedral from 1546 to 1556. The Westminster Abbey has been regarded as UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1987. The Westminster Abbey was originally founded in the 960s, and later a stone abbey was built around 1050 to 1065 by King Edward the Confessor. In 1245, it was rebuilt by Henry III, who had selected the site for his burial, and after many times of rebuild, the present Westminster Abbey was finally finished in 15th century. The Westminster Abbey measures 156 by 22 meters. The abbey has the highest Gothic vault in England, nearly 31 meters, and the clock tower ranks 68.5 meters. The Westminster Abbey serves as a sacred place for coronation of English and British monarchs, royal weddings and burials and memorials. Westminster Abbey has witnessed 38 coronations. The first documented coronation here was that of William the Conqueror in 1066. The most recent was that of Queen Elizabeth II on June 2nd, 1953. There is a great addition to the abbey was the construction of a magnificent new Lady Chapel by Henry VII between 1503 and 1519 to replace the 13th century chapel. The perpendicular architecture here is in total contrast to the rest of the abbey. No accounts for this building has been found, but it is thought that the architects were Robert Jannings. It has been called one of the most perfect buildings ever erected in England and the wonder of the world. Inside the abbey, there is a chapel which specially commemorates the remarkable victory and loss of life by Royal Air Force pilots and air crew during the Battle of Britain in 1940, and is an occasion to mark the nation's gratitude for the service and sacrifice of those who took part in this critical phase of World War II. The nave, north of the abbey, an area often referred to as Scientist's Corner. The choir screen has a monument to Sir Isaac Newton. Among the famous people buried in the nave are Charles Darwin, David Livingstone, Sir Charles Bury, Thomas Telford, and Clement Attlee. King Edward's Chair, or St. Edward's Chair, the throne on which English and British sovereigns have been seated at the moment of coronation, is housed within the abbey and has been used at every coronation since 1308. The chair also housed the stone of Scone, upon which the kings of Scots are crowned. Although the stone is now kept in Scotland in Edinburgh Castle, at future coronation it is intended that the stone will be returned briefly to St. Edward's. The stone captured by Edward I and taken to Westminster Abbey in 1297 was the symbol of power. In the south of the abbey, the a little cloister and surrounding houses built in the 13th century. They are all very classical both in design and architecture. The Westminster Abbey is one of the greatest architecture in the world and enjoys good reputation and great popularity both in the United Kingdom and all over the world. The Abbey also is a designated World Heritage Site and Royal Peculiar, which means the Dean is directly answerable to the monarch. The Abbey witnesses the development of architecture, design, and culture. It is more than a building, but a great heritage.